What's up, y'all? What's up, y'all? Y'all, before, because I had somebody DM me talking about you love that hat, don't you? And I do. Yes, I do. It's Nordstrom, vintage Nordstrom. I think I found it at a, if my grandma didn't give this to me, it's definitely thrifted. Um but yeah, it's vintage Nordstrom. So I like it. My grandmother's birthday that passed last year, not last year. She passed away a few years ago, but her birthday was yesterday, and she would love this. So I always think of her when I wear it. I have more bucket hats. I'm just, I love this one. And more so. Um, I am going to name the title of this full moon and Taurus message um, Dandelions and Cats, because dandelions have been flying around me for the past few days, and I've been seeing cats everywhere. So I really think that this full moon, for many of us, we should be very intentional about the wishes and intentions that we are putting out, throwing out to the universe. Um, and we should also be very in tune with our divine feminine, with our spiritual nature, with our ability to feel and sense. There's a cat walking around me right now, and I know it feels my energy. It probably wants to walk up. It keeps walking around, so I'm only assuming that it probably wants to come up on me, but it's a stray cat, and we don't do the fleas. You feel me? So I really want it to go about its business. But I am outside and I am sharing the land. I don't own it, so the cat can go on and do whatever it wants to do. So, a little bit about this full moon in Taurus energy. It is still Scorpio season. And so, as we know, when the full moon occurs, it is a time where the moon is completely opposite the sun, right? So there are two polarities battling it out, right? I am a full mooner myself. I was born on a full moon. I'm an Aries sun, Scorpio moon. Um, and so I often find within myself, I am battling the two Mars energies, right? The masculine and the feminine. The internal fight versus the external fight, fighting the world versus fighting myself. Um, and so, as it relates to the full moon energy for all of us, with the sun being in Scorpio, which is over transformation, which is over rebirth, which is over those unseen aspects of ourselves. Um, the sun in Scorpio, well, the moon in Taurus will be opposite the sun in Scorpio. So when we look at the moon in Taurus, these are themes being highlighted um, when it comes to grounding, when it comes to feeling, when it comes to seeking rest, when it comes to what fulfills us, what makes us feel full. When it comes to our work and our external affairs. So this full moon will be, it's also a lunar eclipse. Let me finish my point though. This full moon will be very It's going to be a little intense because, as I said in the weekly reading, this is the time where the spiritual and the physical collide. So we are balancing out our internal aspects, our shadows, and bringing them down to grounding, um, having these internal intentions and manifestations, and putting them out into the world. A great way to do this would be to write out your intentions in order to manifest, because Taurians manifest the best when they write their manifestations down. And so that can be a great exercise um, to practice this full moon. Write down the things that you want to release. Write down those things that are no longer serving you in the physical realm, right? Um, Write down what activities ground you so that you may keep them in mind moving forward. You know, when we are shaken up, or when our worlds seem kind of chaotic, or just kind of weird. Just kind of weird. We're just kind of like going through the motions or whatever, right? When times like that occur, it is best to ground and center yourself so that you are also not being caught up in the whirlwind that is the world. So that is a prompt, a journal prompt that you could focus on. What exercises ground you so that moving forward, you know how to ground and center yourself when things get hectic. With it being Scorpio, a lot of people will project onto Scorpios because Scorpios bring out the inner emotions of others, right? So during this full moon, you may feel that, this is more of an emotional time. Tensions are raised, tensions are increased during this time. So be sure to, whenever you're having conversation with someone, we aren't going to say conflict. Whenever you're having conversation with another, if something is said that you don't necessarily agree with, or something is said that does not portray you and how you feel, think on that, whatever was said, and say to yourself, is this my own thought? Is this a thought of mine? Is this a belief of mine? If it's not, let it go in one ear and out the other, because it may just simply be a projection. You know, you have people in our lives, loved ones even, and it may not be intentional, but they will project something onto you that either they can or cannot do. So say you have an idea, and your loved one, because they know that they wouldn't do it, they couldn't do it, they will project that fear onto you and tell you that you can't do it. And then they may just try to guide you and steer you from doing what you have set out to do, because they fear that because they would not be able to do it, you can't either. So that is a projection. And we're projected on every day. you know, especially as black people. You know, you walk into a store and you're followed around by security, and you planning on buying everything up in this goddamn motherfucker. You feel me? But because these people have not worked on why black people make them feel a certain type of way, they project their fears onto you. So, you know, we are healing from a lifetime of projection being, you know, and if you are not, blessings to you also. You are also being projected on in some shape, form, or fashion, I'm sure. And so let's just be really intentional about the things that we are taking in and that we are projecting onto others during this time. So that was it for the collective messages. We're going to go ahead and get into the messages for the signs for this full moon. What should you be releasing at this time? For me, the full moon is a time to release and move forward. And so I will, oh, the leaves. And just like the leaves, you know, they're releasing their leaves at this time. The leaves are falling and changing, and so what are we releasing? What changes are being brought to the forefront for you all, my Aries to Pisces, my light bulbs? Thank you all for joining me again. If you are new to the channel, please go ahead and subscribe so that you can stay tuned to all the tips and tricks and all that shit that I offer, you know, other than the readings. I do have a business called Golden Touch Conjure, and we specialize in all things spiritual. So you can get your oils, you can get your powders, your herbs, your roots, custom crystal handmade jewelry, protective jewelry, mal de ojo, charms, and so much more. GoldenTouchConjure.com is my website, and we have just recently restocked, so go and check us out. I also have a Patreon where I go deeper into spirituality also, and I also do a little sexy thing called Tarot After Dark. So go ahead and join my Patreon if you are so inclined. Let's get into it. Aries, what is the overall messages for this full moon in Taurus from Spirit? For some of you Aries, there's a Taurus coming back around, or they want to come back around. They've been really watching you, thinking about you, manifesting you through thought. And you may have thought about them recently. It's like a random, either a random memory popped up, a random picture popped up, someone from your past pops up and said, hey, you remember that time with so-and-so and so-and-so? And so now that person is back into your aura. For some Aries, you feel like you failed at something. That failure is an illusion. Whatever failure that you are thinking, you know, that you're walking into this full moon in Taurus with, that failure is an illusion, and they're calling you to release all feelings of failure and fear of success that you may have, because you have a lot of success moving forward, and what they don't want is for you to not believe that you deserve it at this time, because it's a lot. So if you aren't ready, you're not going to be prepared for it, and when you get it, you're going to I'm hearing like fuck it off, pretty much. You're gonna fuck all that shit off. So do some healing and shadow work and releasing when it comes to these feelings of being unworthy or undeserving. of success. You have been working very hard, Aries. You're the high priestess here. High priestess energy here. Seven of Wands energy here. You've been, again, you've been working really hard. You've been grinding. You've been grinding in your physical work and your spiritual work. And you have literally taken the ram by its horns. You've taken the bull by its horns. Fearless. I'm hearing fearless, and I'm hearing that they can't fuck with you, Aries. I'm hearing that they can't fuck with you. Whatever situation that you have felt that you have a ladybug just landed on my blanket. You are Lady Luck. Whatever failure that you feel like you've been failing at, Aries, you aren't failing. Maybe other people are looking at you as a failure. Maybe like family members trying to make you feel like you're the family failure or something. But it's an illusion, you know. Their vision is not, your vision is not meant for them, Aries. So they can feel however they want to feel, but they're going to be laughing, and you're going to be laughing all the way to the bank. For some of you, Aries, you've been cut off from, it's either you've been cut off from something, or you have decided to cut off something toxic. You've decided to cut something, maybe a relation with something, or the way that you communicate with a specific group of people. You have decided to cut it off. They would have rather see you drowning than pouring into you. And so I'm seeing, Aries, that you're painting the sun back into your sky, or you're being called to paint that passion back into yourself, that fire back into yourself. Fire energy. You're being really called to leave those people in the past too, Aries. If you had to cut them off for whatever reason, maybe they just weren't, again, I'm getting for a lot of you, like, these people would have rather seeing you drown. They would rather see you just upset, hurt, feeling like, you know, you can't move past this point in time. They would have rathered you in this energy, but you are deciding to say, yeah, you know what, I'm gonna paint this shit back into my life. You thought you had, but you didn't. And I'm saying that when it comes to your heart space, you are being just a lot more discerning about who you let into your heart space. You're not giving people extra emotion, right? So you have people that call you to tell you their issues and their problems. You're not like overexerting yourself. You're not allowing their emotions and what they're going through to penetrate you. They might have a problem with that, though, because in the past, you've always been that person that they can come to, and you take in their problems, you try to solve their shit. Trust me, I've been there. So I'm seeing that you're no longer doing that. Like, it's on some shit like, hey, I love you, and I'm here for you. Six of Wands, I'll show up for you. to as much as I can, like as much as I physically and emotionally can, but you're no longer gonna like overdo it. Yeah, because you can't afford to. You can't afford to. That's pouring into or that's taking out of the reserve of patience and emotion and abundance that you have for yourself. I'm getting like you finally learned how to conserve for yourself, how to self-preserve. Aries in a moment of self-preservation. And baby, that's the first law. My grandma taught me that. And she's an Aries. My grandma taught me self-preservation is the first law of nature, baby. Congratulations, Aries. What's at the bottom of the deck? The Eight of Cups. You might feel a little lonely at first, or you feel lonely. I feel like for some of you, it's like you're trying to learn. It's like, so now that you've gotten to the point of not overgiving, right, and just oversharing and overexerting yourself, you're now trying to figure out, okay, so I'm not there, but I don't want to be alone. Like, I know that I need people. So it's like you are also manifesting a new tribe, a new group of people, a new family, people around you that really care and that are willing to put as much effort in as you do, as you are, as you wish to. So that is your message for the full moon in Taurus, Aries. Let's go ahead to Taurus. Criticism. Taurians, are you encountering a lot of criticism lately? I'm getting for some of you all, and look to see where Taurus is in your chart, like what house it is. But for those of you that have been getting criticized about your choices in love and romance, that is really coming up as a major theme for you this full moon in Taurus. Maybe you're wanting to release the criticism that your family has over your partner. Or maybe you are trying to figure out, what you need moving forward in love. Maybe you were criticized for your choices in love prior to now. Maybe you're into polygamy or like just a different type of relationship dynamic. I am seeing that you're coming to terms with this criticism this full moon in Taurus. And then if this is not a love situation, the criticism that Taurians have been put under, in the past, you all are like, yeah, this is my life though. So I'm really not giving a fuck about the outside criticism. Or you are wanting to release caring about the criticism that you may be feeling as of this moment. Let's see. What else is going on? All right. So you have the Devil in reverse, the Ace of Cups, and the Four of Cups. Taurus is walking into a beautiful new chapter. Like, you've already released the bullshit. You've already released the toxicity. You've already released the addiction. You've already released this connection with a very nasty person. You've released that. So now moving forward, you are in Ace of Cups energy. You are really receiving the blessings that you deserve. You're I'm getting like a lot of spiritual downloads at this time. And something is telling me that some of you all's criticism is steering from like spirituality. So someone may not agree with your spirituality. Yeah. So anyway, you've moved forward from this toxic past, and so you're moving forward into Ace of Cups energy. The Four of Cups, you're balancing your resources very well. You're being a great steward of your resources, Taurus. And baby, like, that's beautiful. So maybe you are also releasing the need for validation through the material. And Taurus is a very material sign, naturally, right? But you're coming into releasing like the need for material possessions to feel a certain type of way. It's like you're moving into a time where, yeah, you still like materials, but you like them for what they are, not for because they make you look a certain way, or they fulfill a temporary need of yours, you feel me, or desire of yours. The Ace of Wands is also at the bottom of the deck, so you all are painting the sun back into your sky. I'm hearing a lot of creativity. I'm hearing, yes, you are done overspending. You're done investing in shit that doesn't reap you any benefit, any reward. Like, Taurus, you all are evolving from just being this super workaholic and I got the bag and I can do anything that I want to with it, and I want to show the world, you know, that I can do that, to I work my ass off because this is the life that I want, and this is the life that I'm creating and building for myself. And you're no longer going to invest your money in a whole lot of distractions. Pretty much, essentially. You are investing wisely, Taurus. Yes, 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 ma'am, yes, sir. Yeah. And then for some of you, you are releasing a relationship that is dead. Like, I'm getting that TikTok in my head. I'm tired of riding and dying. I done rode and I done died. I done rode, I done died. I done died, I done rode. Like, you're at that point. You're like, yeah, nigga, I've been riding and dying for you. Man, fuck out of here. That shit is in the past, bro. I'm moving forward. I'm moving forward. Living my life is golden. Living my life like it's golden. Living my life like it's golden, golden. And the sun is shining down on me. You feel me? So that's your message, Taurus. That's your beautiful message. Gemini. What's going on for the Geminis? The Geminis, the Geminis. Some of you all are having like really pessimistic thoughts about your success. Gemini, bro, girl, you are that person, okay? I'm hearing like stop surrounding yourself with people that make you feel less than. You need to be surrounding yourself with people that really uplift you, that really inspire you, that really encourage you to grow. And if you aren't around people like that right now, and you don't have that group or circle of friends that really uplift you and everything that you need right now, go off by yourself for a minute. Go off by yourself for a minute, because a lot of us are codependent. Many of us are codependent on other people. So maybe you need to go off by yourself for a minute and pick your own self back up, you know, with the assistance from God, your spiritual guides, your ancestors. Ask them to seclude you, isolate you, so that you may heal and grow and pick yourself back up. All right. Gemini's, your overall energy though for this full moon in Taurus is works. So you may be doing a lot of work on yourself, a lot of work on your root chakra, your solar plexus, and your heart. You see, that's the main chakras that Shorty is working on right now. So that may be the main things that you are working on: your stability, your confidence, and your abundance, and the love that you give and that you receive. You're really working on that. You're really working on grounding yourself, Gemini, building something solid, stable, and secure for yourself, and believing in that you can really do that, and doing it in love. Always, always, always remember to do what you have been called to do in love, and you'll never get tired of doing it. If it's strictly for the money, if it's strictly for the fame or the clout, if it's strictly for some bullshit, like, you gonna get tired of that shit. The Ace of Wands is at the bottom of the deck for you all too. So the Ace of Wands is just popping out for everybody. So that means to me that collective is really finding they're painting the sun back into their skies, tribe. We're painting the sun back into our skies. We're painting the passion back into our lives. We're painting the beauty back into our lives. We're painting the good health back into our lives. That's beautiful. Geminis, you are being called this full moon in Taurus to cut the cords of doubt. Cut out toxic links and connections and attachments. Cut out toxic habits. Cut out toxic. And a red ant was just, it didn't even look red, it looked yellow. Cut out unhealthy shit. Like, I'm feeling like it's a whole lot of stuff. It's a whole lot of stuff that you be doing, Gemini. It's a whole lot of stuff that you might need to cut out. It's people, it's places, it's things, it's self-taught messages. It's ideas about yourself that you've had since childhood. Like, say you were the type of person back in elementary school or prior to that, and your parents would always tell people, so say you were a toddler or a child, right? And your parents used to always tell people, oh yeah, he just shy. Yeah, she just shy. Yeah, she don't really talk a lot. Yeah, he don't really say too much. Yeah, he's quiet. You took that and you made that a part of yourself, right? So all throughout middle school, you used to tell people, I'm just quiet. Throughout high school, I'm just shy. I'm just quiet. I don't really talk too much. So now that you're an adult, you still believe, oh yeah, I'm just quiet, I'm just shy. No, you aren't. That's what you were told to believe, okay? At any moment, your parents could have, no, not fuck your parents for a second, okay? At any moment, you could have said, you know what, I'm not shy. I'm a whole dynamic ass bitch around this shit, you know? and became that. So I'm getting for many of you, you are saying, yeah, that's not who I am anymore. And I'm deciding to be the sun. I'm deciding to let the rain fall down and shake my dreams, let it wash away my fantasy. It's gonna rain today and tomorrow too. So with that being said, with that song just coming into my mind, let the rain fall down and wash all of that bullshit away. Go outside and stand in the rain and let it wash away. Literally, when it starts raining, go outside, step in the rain, and say, right now, I am allowing the rain to clear away my insecurity, to clear away my fears. The rain, you clear away my being shy, and I clear away all of those things that were put onto me that I am no longer. I clear away, and I ask the rain and the earth to release it from here on out, indefinitely, infinitely. Bye. I release you in love. Okay? That's what y'all are doing. That's what you're being called to do. Yeah, because this energy, you're done being in this energy, like just sad, depressed, hurt, cycles of hurt. You see, she has these 3 broken cups in the water that she's crying over, but she has 2 perfectly good ones back here. She's not even paying attention to them. And I bet you when she stops crying, when she picks her head up, she just walks right on back to her house. You feel me? But this is important. Life is not over, boo. Life is far from over. You belong on the house on the hill. That's where you belong. Okay? Not down here crying over spilled milk. You deserve solid foundation, success, and stability, and you deserve justice. Justice is coming. So, you know, release all that no longer serves you. Whatever does not contribute to your stability, your confidence, and your intuition, and your love, your abundance, and your prosperity, speaking your truth, you know, receiving and giving messages out to the universe of what you want to manifest. Whatever keeps you from that, cut it out. Cut it out. Resurrection. Cut it out. All right. Cancer. I'm trying to think of like what I want to do. After this, I kind of want to go out to eat by myself, but I don't know what I want to do. It's that type of day. Cancer, something is making a major change in your life this full moon in Taurus. Something this full moon in Taurus, you are releasing something very major. Something very major is happening. Like, let's see what it is. Let's just see what it is. You're deciding to make a very major change. And you are isolating yourself this weekend. I'm getting, for some of you, maybe some of you are taking like a solo trip somewhere. But you're making a major change this weekend. Cancer. All right. And the same cards are popping out for you that Gemini did. So maybe you all have some heavy Gemini placements. They came out the exact same way. The 5 of Cups, the King of Coins, and the Justice card. So, you know that what the difference between Gemini and Cancer is that Cancer knows about these 2 cups. Like, when they finish crying, they look back at these 2 cups and they are like, okay, but this shit matter though, so let's go ahead and focus on this. And y'all are really like deeply doing the work to stabilize and secure yourselves emotionally, financially, mentally, spiritually, and physically. The Justice card It's coming. It's here. I'm hearing, like, for the Cancers, it's here. You are putting yourself in isolation mode. You're isolating yourself this weekend. Because, okay, so Cancer feels like the best way for them to come into themselves and find balance is alone. And for a lot of people, that is true. I'm not gonna say I can't stand it, but I feel like people are too involved in other people's lives. I think that goes back to the codependent thing, right? Like, we don't have to speak every day. We don't even have to speak every week, every other week, you know? And that's not having unhealthy communication. That's just having your own shit going on. And when we get together, it's my best friend and I had this conversation last night. He and I have been best friends since middle school. And we've always lived in two separate places up until I was a flight attendant, and we both lived in New York at the same time. But we still didn't see each other. We would just talk on the phone. New York is too big. You feel me? So we have that connection and we have that understanding, like, yeah, like, we both be having shit going on, and we're not about to call each other every time something goes wrong, you know? When we get together, we talk, and we are on the phone for like 4, 5, 6 hours sometimes, just refilling each other's cups, you know, catching up, you know, laughing, talk about music and shit. So, yeah, you all are deciding or really coming to the understanding. I just heard something. You're coming to the understanding that it is okay to be independent, to be interdependent. I feel a lot of you all are healing from codependency. You are cutting that shit out. You are cutting that shit out. You are knowing that you are loved. You know, you don't have to be in a motherfucker's face every day, all day to show you that you love them and for them to show you that they love you. You're finally coming to terms with that, Cancer. And that is beautiful. All right? Yep, y'all are moving forward real beautifully. So, it's really good that you're deciding to take that space to heal through those issues. And, you know, codependency really stems from childhood. All of our things that we may need to heal, a lot of it does stem from childhood or, you know, traumatic experiences. So, maybe you were left alone a lot by your parents, and so, you know, when you got older, you didn't like being alone. So, you know, codependency, that's a form of codependency. You don't like to be alone. Even say your parents made all of your decisions for you, or kind of instilled fear in you to make your own decisions. You know, that could build codependent energy in you, because you're scared to make those decisions on your own. You're scared to do things by yourself. All right, Leo. What's going on for my Leos? I'm gonna let it fly. I'm gonna let it fly. Yemaya, Oracle. Some of you Leos may be getting readings this weekend. You are deciding to get a reading for the full moon. You're watching this reading. Maybe this reading guides you towards more answers, or, you know, let's see. I'm feeling that you're in balance, though, Leo. You're feeling a lot more balanced. Like, you're feeling a lot less selfish and selfless. You're feeling real balanced. You're feeling a lot of love. You might have a Libra around you. Leo, for some of you, I'm getting that this full moon brings up feelings and what's the word I'm looking for? It brings up themes. It brings up themes of investing your resources in the wrong way. So, I don't know, for some of you, I'm getting that you have overspent. You have overinvested in something. You have overgiven something when it comes to resources, whether that be financial, whether that be letting a motherfucker use your car too much and they not putting no gas in it, or they're not, helping you take care of it. Over giving information, knowledge. There are something, you have a lot of resources and you are done, or you're being called to pay more attention to these resources. Pay more attention to what they're going out to. And make the changes. If you have to cut off people, cut them off. If you have to say, hey, you know what, I'm sorry, I can't continue to do this anymore for you, let them know. Leo is letting people know, like, hey, yeah, and be honest. If you have struggled with not being as upfront and honest with people as you should, you are releasing that this full moon. You are releasing being projected onto, because I'm getting that for you all. People have projected onto you and it made you feel as if, like, well, if you don't do that, if you don't do this for me anymore, you don't love me. And you're like, no, you don't love yourself. Leo is tired of being projected on. So, yeah, you're like, it might be a little hard moving on, but God damn it, if you think I'm if you think I came here to play around with y'all, God damn it, I'm not. God damn it, you ain't, Leo. Let the motherfuckers know. But you're celebrating yourself also this weekend. I'm getting for some Leos. You're going out, you're having fun, you're going to have a drink with a friend. You're enjoying yourself this weekend. Okay? Virgo. Virgo is going through a new chapter. Yes. Yes, baby. You are moving forward, Chariot. You are moving forward. You are moving forward. This is a new chapter for you. Life won't be the same after this weekend for you, Virgos. Life will not be the same. Life will not be the same. You have a whole new outlook on life. But she left you for dead, ho. Somebody left you for dead, ho. He ordered you boneless chicken. He left you for dead. She left you for dead. And they tried to kill your favorite bitch, like in the weekly messages, but they couldn't. You are very fruitful and you sharing. And they wish that they could have some, but guess what? They can't. They can't. They can't. And don't you let them. They're gonna be real upset, but you are risen. You are rising up. Spirit is elevating you a lot, Virgo. They tried to kill your favorite bitch, but they couldn't. They couldn't, Virgo. Queen of Wands, the death card. Somebody really thought that you would be ruined. And now that it's over, you are in the Hierophant energy. You were like, yeah, nah. What was that? What was that though? Oh, you thought I was left for dead? Oh, well. Look at me now. That's what I'm getting. I'm not gonna go. It's real straightforward. The High Priestess, the Four of Swords. And now that you have decided to say, hey, like, yeah, I'm really cutting you out. All of your blessings are flowing. All of your blessings are flowing. A new person is coming in. A new opportunity is coming in. A new place to live is coming in. It's just all the blessings are raining on in. So you ain't even got to worry about it. At the bottom of the deck is the Queen of Coins. Boom. 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 Give me a give me a Scorpio. Ho. You got your Scorpio. You got your Scorpio. All right. That was lame. That was lame as fuck. Scorpios, what do we have for the full moon in Taurus? This is your sister sign, your opposite sign. So what y'all talking about? The sun is still in Scorpio. What y'all talking about, Scorpio? Cycles. This is also a brand new cycle for you also. Some of you Scorpios may have heavy Virgo placements, but you are a rebirth. You are the snake, as above, so below. You are all of that. So you are walking into a new and beautiful cycle. I'm just trying to pay attention to these clouds because it is supposed to rain in the next hour. I'll be done before then. No, we already on Scorpio. Scorpio, you felt alone for a little while. And I'm getting that this feeling of loneliness was kind of self-imposed, but not all the way. It wasn't just self-imposed. Like, the physical and spiritual did have to do with um, this feeling of isolation, of being lonely, of being alone. But it was for your own good. You needed this feeling of isolation in order to come back into yourself. Um, Now that you know more about yourself, I feel like you all, received major downloads about yourself during this time. And now that you've learned these things about yourself and put them in working order, because y'all been on this bring the spiritual into the physical. Y'all have been on that. Y'all have been manifesting what's up here and up there to down here. Y'all have been doing that. So now that you've learned how to do that in a constructive way, the world is being offered to you. Everything that you could ever want is being offered to you because you have the discipline, because you have the courage, because you have the self-knowledge and the self-awareness, the self-discipline, the self-control, the self-preservation. For others of you, I feel like something happens. You release something this full moon that you kind of are reluctant to release. If you don't release it, Spirit is going to make something happen in your life that's going to force you to release this. And you think that you won't be okay. You think that it's gonna be, very like you'll never find someone like this again. You'll never find happiness again, right? But you're the King of Cups. You always will, Scorpio. You're gonna be just fine. Look up the dragon. You may also have a Cancer placement somewhere around you. Either you have Cancer placements or and the sun is at the bottom of the deck. You're gonna be just fine, Scorpio. Or a Cancer placement is that's who you're leaving behind. Something about, or during Cancer season, you might have got the initial like implant, like, bitch, you need to let that shit go. But you've been trying to bide your time, and now you're about to really see that you should really let it go. Yeah, because you can't share the blessings. You can't share the blessings with these motherfuckers moving forward. They're only gonna take advantage of you. They ain't gonna do you no good. They ain't gonna do you no good. So, Sagittarius. Sagittarius, somebody is going through a little bit of self-destruction, or they trying to kill you, girl. They trying to kill your favorite bitch, girl. Or something as of recent might have made you feel really down and depressed about yourself. A certain event might have happened that had you like, oh my God, what do I do now? I don't know, something, and this is a Sag card. Or you might be the cause of somebody else's destruction. This says self-destruction. So Sagittarians, whatever you are doing that is causing you to self-destruct, release it this full moon. Please release it. Ask God, ask your ancestors, ask your spirit guides to come and take that away. The death card popped out first, right? The Eight of Wands. This is the ending of a very tumultuous time. The Nine of Swords. This is the end of a very tumultuous time. I get somebody's parents may be very disappointed in them for something. Your parents feel like you are self-sabotaging yourself. And for others of you, somebody's parents feels like they know what's best for you and they don't. And you are proving them that the decisions that you make are the right ones. Yeah, you are, oh, I think it's that second one, baby, because you are really connected with your inner you. You are head to head. Your head and your heart are aligned. You are bound. Your head and your heart are aligned. Like, you are aligned with your purpose right now. You're the Empress, so you're feeling very beautifully about yourself. The Empress is Taurus energy too. The Ace of Cups is right after that. Sag, whatever you need to let go in order to because I feel I'm getting like it's just one or two things. It's like as soon as you let these one or two things go, it's up. So you have just like two, maybe three, maybe four things that you need to let go, and you know exactly what it is. And when you let it go, baby, it is up. It's up. Love, finances, career, your house, everything. Go ahead and cut out the shit that you know that you need to cut out. And protect yourself. You know, when you're asking spirit for protection, also ask for protection from yourself. You know, protect me from me, God. Protect me from any self-sabotaging habits. Protect me from fucking up this beautiful opportunity. Protect my mind, God. You know, when those self-destructive thoughts come in, protect me from them. Allow me not to internalize them. Capricorns, you all need a really good cleansing this full moon in Taurus. All right, take you a nice cleansing bath. Maybe get you a 7-day all white candle. Sprinkle some salt in there, some sage. You can do black walnut. You can do coffee. You can do Florida water. You can do rosemary. You can do hyssop. You could do a few things. Sprinkle those herbs into that candle and let it burn all the way down, and just ask that spirit purify your life from anything that is no longer serving you. And list those things out. Call those things out. Because you know what it is, Capricorn. Temperance. You're also being asked to... No, you're not being asked to do it. You do it already. You're already a really good multitasker. So I'm seeing that this full moon, you may be juggling quite a lot. Like, a lot is coming to you all at once, Capricorn. And it will make sense, the Justice card, the Knight of Swords. It will make sense what you need to do moving forward and what's no longer serving you. Like, people are really showing you their ass, their bare ass. And you don't have to do anything, Capricorn. You don't have to do anything but sit there. You don't have to do anything but sit there and observe and just do what you're doing. I'm seeing Capricorn going into the ending of this year very brave. Even in your times of like not really knowing what you're gonna do, you maintain bravery, and you maintain an air of innocence and knowing that everything is going to be just fine for you. You know that you have divine guidance, and you know that they're with you like at every moment. Yeah, you're leaving behind any types of, you are being called to release anything that makes you feel less than, because you're in the sun energy, Queen of Coins energy. Like, life is just really about to start blessing you. So you want to make sure that you're mentally prepared before these blessings start raining down, so that you can like whatever that sign was earlier, so that you can really know how to keep it, so that you can really know what to do with it moving forward. Aquarius, Sagittarius, Hilarious. 2 cards popped out for y'all, so I'll take it. Aquarians are moving into a new chapter, and either you are isolating yourself right now, or you are being called to isolate yourself, because the way that you knew it before is over. Isolation and the Death card. The way that you knew things to be, it's a wrap. It's a done data. So you're moving into a completely new cycle, and in order to prepare for that, you're isolating yourself, like many of us are being called to do this weekend. Be very careful. I'm getting for you, Aquarius, like it's best for you not to go out this weekend. If you have plans to go out, make sure that it's something that is beneficial to you. I wouldn't go out like to the club, or like, to just hang out with this random ass nigga. It's giving you don't really know what this person has planned for you, and it's not something good. It's giving that it might be a dangerous situation. I don't know, Aquarius. I wouldn't go. Aquarius, some of you all want a family. Some of you all are manifesting that you release all ideas about family that are no longer beneficial for you or valuable to you and your highest self moving forward. And so you're cutting that out. The family traumas, the family lessons, the family ideals that your family has instilled into you, those that which are no longer working, and that you don't want to pass down to your kids and in your family dynamic, you're cutting it out. You're cutting it out. You're making the changes. You have decided that, hey, we are going to start fresh. We are really healing this bloodline here. And that's what you're doing. That's what you're doing. From death creates new life. And you are creating a new life, a new way of doing things, a new way of seeing things. See, some of these same cards are popping out. A lot of you tribe are cutting out toxic shit, cutting out feelings of loneliness, cutting out people, places, and things that make you feel less than, that don't make you feel like your best self. You don't have to walk this path alone. And I know the pandemic has really done a number on that. The human heart feels another heartbeat up to 6 feet away. And them motherfuckers really came in and said, y'all gotta stand 6 feet apart from each other. These motherfuckers really said, y'all have to stay masked up so you can't see another person smile. or hear their voices too clearly. These people really said stay at home so that, you know, you can't go out and interact with people. So many of us feel lonely. We feel alone. So many of us feel like socially awkward now and way more introverted now. Oh, I can't stand people no more. I hated people before the pandemic, but I really hate them now. Why? Why is that? Yes, it's some bullshit ass people in this world. Yes. Yes, there is. Yes, there is. But we don't fuck with them. Okay? There are a lot more good people than horrible ass people in this world. Change your perspective. But yeah, so many of us are feeling like we're all alone, and you're not. So I feel like, Aquarius, you are moving out of this space. You are allowing people to, of course, you're not letting those energies and relations back in that weren't shit, but you're also not allowing yourself to stay cooped up and in despair like this either. Feeling like you're alone. Yep, the sun card, you are coming out, you are painting the sun back into your sky this winter, and you're manifesting that this full moon in Taurus. So, hey, I like that, Aquarius. I love that, actually. I love it. All right, last but not least, Pisces. All right, Pisces. So you all are like Scorpios. Y'all are entering a new cycle. You are entering a brand new cycle. You are grounding yourself into that cycle. I'm getting for some of you all, you have not felt this way since you were a child. And that is beautiful. That's how we should all be feeling. I'll put it back in the deck. If it's meant to come out, it will. But I'm getting that many of you all are a lot braver now. Like you used to be this brave in high school. You are no longer sheltering yourself. Death card, the Tower card, period. Oh, this is a major transformation, Pisces. You're no longer, this is the Four of Coins reverse. You're no longer sheltering yourself. You no longer feel like you have to shelter yourself from death. You no longer feel dead. I'm getting for some of you all. You felt dead for a minute. And with this death card here, that's what I'm feeling. Many of you all felt dead on the inside. You no longer feel dead. That something happened with this tower being here. Something happened, baby, that woke you up, bitch. It woke you up. You said, baby, you're coming out of this hangman energy and moving into this King of Wands energy. See how beautiful this card is? It's like you showing your feathers like the peacock. The sun is shining bright. It's a new day. You feel so passionate about your creation. You feel so passionate about, I'm getting many of you all feeling a lot more confident in your self-image. Many of you all may have been insecure about how you looked in the past, but you are doing a lot of work on like your self-confidence. The Chariot card, you're moving into this space. Strength card, the Page of Wands, it popped back out, and the Three of Coins. Yes, Pisces, this is what I like to see. You are moving forward like I'm that nigga, or I'm that bitch, I'm that person. And I'm gonna just continue to live my life in strength and positivity and love and abundance and joy and child innocence again. I'm feeling that many of you all feel right now. You haven't felt this way since you were a child. It's this child innocence coming back in to paint fun back into your life, adventure and excitement back into your life, genuine joy back into your life, Pisces. I fuck with it. I fuck with this. You feel at one with yourself. Yep. Yep. Period. All right. Well, that was a wonderful way to end out the reading. I enjoyed you all today. I enjoyed your messages today. This full moon in Taurus is going to be so beautiful, and I hope that all of us enjoy it. Be safe, any of you all that choose to go out this weekend. And again, you know, just bring the internal out into the physical, as above, so below. Colliding these spiritual and physical energies, you know, avoiding projection and avoiding projecting onto others, releasing, right, grounding, finding balance in our private world and in our public world. So don't forget to go join the Patreon. I'm making black salt, teaching you all how to make black salt, and also doing a beautiful tarot after dark this week. So you won't want to miss that. And goldentouchconjure.com. We got all your shit that you need. So I love each and every one of you. Light bulbs, again, thank you. And don't forget to let your light shine no matter who it blinds. Bye.